The picture on the right could have very well been me. I was struggling with meaning, didn't know what to do, and saw only challenges. But I'm so grateful that through psychology, that I found a way to create and construct this meaning myself, where now, even though I still have this very high need for meaning in my life, it is fulfilled. So in this video, I will present to you the choice of creating meaning in your life and how to find it when all seems lost. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Luke Thomas, organizational psychologist based in the Netherlands, and I make videos using psychology to create a meaningful life. So when in a crisis of meaning, when really things aren't going your way and it's really difficult to make sense out of it all, it basically comes down to 3 things that are lacking in your life. The first one to have the feeling of meaning in your life is coherence. When things don't add up anymore, when it's really difficult to make sense of your own experience, also where you want to go, then lives get difficult. And I will further clarify this with my own example for you to really understand it. The second one, when there isn't a purpose in life, when you aren't working towards something, this can also create this feeling of directionlessness because you don't know where you're going. And the third one is significance. When your goals, your purpose, even though you might be able to understand everything, don't feel significant, don't feel worthwhile for you, you do have a crisis of meaning. So getting back to my own example, when I was about 16 to 18, I noticed that the way I thought life worked, the story of do best in school, study afterwards, and get a job in a profitable industry, didn't feel so significant anymore. It didn't feel worthwhile. Also because I saw that myself, I wasn't really happy, like even though I did well in school, I noticed that it didn't give me any significance. So it also stopped being a purpose for myself because it wasn't significant. And then I also saw that my dad, even though he had a similar path to mine, he studied, then got a degree, went in business. He wasn't that happy. Things weren't that significant for him. He didn't have like a bigger purpose than himself other than taking care of us as his children. So therefore things didn't add up for me. It wasn't coherent. The path I was taking wasn't coherent. So which left me on all 3 these pillars of having meaning in my life lacking. So I sat down, talked a lot to people that didn't really understand me. People of my age weren't really asking this existential question. So I asked these questions myself. And through psychology, I started seeing, hey, what is my character like? What are my interests? What do I find valuable in life? What are my core values actually? What am I good at? And only through these things, I started seeing that this really difficult moment became coherence in the fact that I could see this was actually a big reflection for myself. To really think, what is my place in this world? And where do I excel? Where do I feel happy? Well, where do I am the most valuable to other people? So the coherence came back. And then I noticed that what for me was really meaningful is through psychology, my study, helping other people understand themselves and create this meaning in themselves. And this is what I also wish for you, to really take on this point where life doesn't seems to make sense anymore, to really use it as a way of asking the important questions, to set up the direction in your life. Because when that direction is there, you will be able to create the life you want with the meaning that is subjectively for you. Your life might not be meaningful for me, but my life might not be meaningful for you. So this can actually be a very beautiful period for you. And even though it's quite challenging, all my videos on this channel are aimed at helping you find that direction in your life. This is more a higher overarching concept. If you feel right now that you're giving up on life, that you have lost your perseverance, then I would highly recommend you for also to watch this video. The psychology of perseverance called grit.